Hey, Beauty Besties. Happy Monday, my loves. Happy Monday. I hope your day was great wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours. And if it wasn't, I'm sending you so many hugs and love, my friends. You guys, I think this is going to be, a fun show. I'm not sure, but I hope so. Before we start the show, though, you guys know, I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping, but I also want to brag on my husband a little bit. So, you guys, my husband is the sweetest, and yesterday he went out shopping, and he brought me home this journal, guys. But it's like a planner. It's a planner, because I had said to him that I was sad because my planner is running out, guys. Let me just grab it real quick because it's always next to me. I like to refer to my planner as my Bible, my beading Bible. So it basically keeps track of all my stuff, all my lives, everything I need to know where to be is all in here. So this is expiring, obviously, after this month. So I was out shopping for pocket planners, and I was talking to my husband about it because for a different idea, guys, for a different idea. But he came home with this gorgeous. Look what it says. It's just kindness and grace. It is so pretty, guys. It's got stickers, and then it's got, for each month, it has a beautiful page, and then it has like if you want to know where your heart is, look where your mind goes when it wanders. And then each one, so let's flip January. It all starts with a smile. Like, how pretty. February, let your soul shine. Like, this is so pretty. And then of course you have your planner. And then, guys, I actually have a question for you guys that do planners. What's this for? What are these little boxes for? Are they like check boxes? Like, am I supposed to write my task here and then this is where I check it off? Because they gave me a whole lot of boxes here, guys, and that's a lot of tasks. So hopefully I can live up to this binder, this planner. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you. It is just absolutely gorgeous. This is like, isn't that pretty? Put your hand, look at that. I'm holding my flowers. Okay, that's enough of that cop. But also, guys, I wanted to show you, that wasn't it. He also brought me home this little guy. Now, guys, I collect these little guys. I don't collect them like, oh my God, I have to own them all. When I say collect them, my husband will, every once in a while, it's not all the time, guys, because if he did it all the time, then I wouldn't appreciate it as much. But every so often, he will bring me home a little beanie, and I get so excited. And this is Snowdrop. And my husband is trying to tell me that this is a llama. And, I've never met a llama that had horns like this. Antlers, rather. I never met an antlered llama before. And so when I brought that to my husband's attention, he said, oh, it's just one of those headbands, that you wear that has the antlers on it. And I said, I'm pretty sure this is a reindeer. And it does not say, though, which I was like, what? So I was like, oh, it says right here. And it doesn't. It just says his fur is fluffy white and all kinds of stuff. And his birthday is November 9th. That's all it says. I spread cheer wherever I go. A nose so red and eyes so bright. It's like an albino Rudolph, basically. Okay, I'm just saying, guys. I don't think it's a llama. Anyway, we've wasted 4 minutes on this. All right. So, real quick housekeeping, guys. So, first of all, I want to thank you all for your amazing turnout for my Call Santa workshop. And I also would like to thank our beautiful friend Jenny, who recorded her unboxing. And for those of you that watched Jenny's unboxing and then ordered from my shop, I would like to say also thank you. So thank you to everyone who ordered from my shop. You guys gave me so much confidence, and I had so much fun planning the kits out. I had so much fun figuring out the little, guys, I do a lot of little things like the earring cards and the stickers and the ornaments. I love doing stuff like that. So I got to thinking, because it was so exciting, guys. And I got to thinking, since I don't have memberships, and we're never going to have memberships here. I don't feel any way towards anybody that does do the memberships. I think it's great. I think you guys, whatever you're doing to support yourself, and as long as you're doing it the right way, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. So So I decided instead of doing something like that, because I do want to do a little, I want to have a little bit more income, guys, because this is what I basically do for a living. I don't have a job on the outside world. So I would like to start doing fun little kits and drops and things like that in my store as like, a little bit of a way to pay my bills. It would be great. And also to buy more beads. So, so I decided, and I'm going to try it out, guys. Every month, I'm going to hopefully have some kind of drop. So for December, we're going to have a bead drop. We're doing bead bundles. And then I already have a kit planned out for Valentine's Day. So that will be for our January drop. I haven't got as far as February yet, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a Tucson related drop since we are going to go to Tucson. I have applied for my wholesale license. So hopefully my wholesale license and all that goes through by then so I can, shop at Tucson and all the fun places. So that'll probably be February's drop. Will probably be something to do with Tucson. And then I'm thinking March might be, I was kind of thinking, I don't want to say what I'm thinking, guys. I don't want to spoil anything, but so this is what we're going to do. So I just want to give you a preview. Now, these are not on sale yet, guys. We'll do more of a further drop when they go on sale. I'm just going to show you real quick. Just basically, I'm not going to get into too much. When we do the drop, we'll get into it. But I was the recipient of a really good deal for some fire polish beads. Basically, a really good friend of mine who also has a much bigger store than mine needed some fire polish, and she's on a much bigger scope than me, and they didn't have enough, but it was such a great deal. She got it anyway. Decided it was quite not enough for her because she usually does things more in the 200 strand scope, and this was a 50 strand scope. So then passed along a great deal to me that I could not refuse, guys. So these are going to be, I'm going to have two different bundles. This is going to be the mega bundle. But we're going to have a fire polish bundle and a mega bundle. So basically this is the fire polish bundle and they are all metallic. So it is the metallic fire polish bundle. And so basically what it is it is 6 strands of fire polish beads. It is 5 strands of 8mm, 1 strand of 6mm, and they are all metallic. Even the green ones, even though they don't look metallic, they are gold lined. So they have a metallic lining in them, and some of them have occasional little flecks of gold, but they are considered one of the metallic beads. And we just have different kinds. So this is going to be a bundle. All of these are going to be one bundle. And then the mega bundle is going to have all of those plus these 2 strands of the etched beads. So we're going to have the Tree of Life and those little multi-shimmer tones. The little, the good tone, that metallic. Oh, so good, right? Look how good that is. And then the dandelion. And the dandelion is in a matte metallic tone. So we have the shiny and we have the matte. And they're going to be in the mega bundle along with these guys. So those, I will let you know again. We'll go through them further when I get everything together. I am waiting right now on my promotional items. So guys, the other fun thing that I like doing is doing the promotional items. I had so much fun doing like the little Christmassy things. So I have a really, I think it's just going to be an amazing promotion to go with those. So basically a free gift for you guys. But I think it's a really good one. So stay tuned for that. I think, is that the only housekeeping I have? I think just that. We're just going to start doing drops. Like I said, for January, guys, I put in this huge Bead Box Bargains order today because I think it was the last day to use your 40% code. And I bought all my not all my findings. I still have to source one more finding. But I bought the majority of my findings for the next kit from Bead Box Bargains. So I'm also, shopping small and getting, stuff out there. It's going to be all stainless steel findings, everything like that. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be an earring kit. I will give you a little spoiler. It's going to be an earring kit, but it's going to be something really cool. So it's going to be, it's a huge kit run, friends. So I'm praying it could go either way. It could be really popular, or I could be out a lot of money. But, so basically, it's going to be an earring kit, and it's going to be 6 different colorways. The same, you're going to get this, it's going to be the same kit, same materials, everything like that. But it's going to be 6 different colorways. And I'm hoping, so far I've come up with 4 different designs using just the same exact beads, just 4 different ways to put them together. So you guys have options. And I'm hoping I can squeeze out another 2 designs. So this way it can just be like 6, I mean, I probably won't be able to, because there's only so much you can do with small little kits of beads, but we're going to try, friends, but that's super exciting. We're going to roll that out in January. And I also, for that, I'm going to have the best promo gifts. You guys are going to go wild. You're going to go wild. All right. So we've gone 10 minutes into housekeeping. Did you peep the nails? Aren't they great? Guys, I had a more Christmas theme in mind because today I was technically supposed to be opening the the Gemstone Orphanage Christmas collection that's been on my desk for 2 weeks now. And I figured, oh, we'll open it December 1st. But that's not what we're doing today, friends. But that was my intention. And I had some really nice Christmas nails. But then when I went to do them, I realized they were overlays and it was just the sprinkles. And then I would have to paint my nails and put them on. And I didn't have paint my nail energy. So we're going with Purple Jazz. Let's pick a card and then get into today's show, friends. Oh my goodness. It's hard to get these out. There we go. All right, guys, today's wisdom and kind words are, if you fell down yesterday, stand up today. I think we had a conversation about this not too long ago, right, guys? It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you stand back up. Keep ringing the bell, my friends. Keep ringing the bell. All right, so as I mentioned, I do have a Gemstone Orphanage. I think 2 Gemstone Orphanages things now to look at, but oh no, one's on the way. My Black Friday purchases, they just got shipped, I believe yesterday or today. I don't know. So we have a Gemstone Orphanage stuff. I got my package from Jewelry with Jen. I'm so excited about that. That will also have to probably be tomorrow or the next day. And it's okay, guys, because that kit's already sold out. So if it were a kit that was still available, I would push that release up a day so I could help Jen out, but that kit's already sold out. And I got some other things to open up. I don't know. Well, anyhow, I got my Black Friday order today from Bead Box Bargains. And friends, I'm pushing this to today for a reason, because I have stories. I have stories to tell you from the Black Friday sale. And I'm sure some of you also have your own stories to tell of the Black Friday sale. Some of you have good stories. Some of you have bad stories. Some of you kind of fall in between where I am. So I have never been fortunate enough to be able to get everything I've wanted at a Black Friday sale. As a matter of fact, the last 3 Black Friday sales, and I'm going to be honest, guys, and Lauren already knows about it, and I am not trashing them in any way, because they truly are one of the best small beading companies out there. And this is something that is kind of out of their control because they have such a volume on these sales. And Lauren does really, honestly, she tries everything that she can to make this as smooth as possible for all of us. She truly does, guys. So please know that I am not in any shape or form, dragging them down at all. I appreciate everything they do for us. So anyway, so the last 3 years, it was to the point where I was so frustrated that I just emptied my cart and I left, right? So I didn't buy anything. So I was like 0 for 3 or 0 for 3 or 4. So this year I said, you know what, Call, we're going to go. I listened. Lauren put out a video, guys. She put out a video, tips and tricks, a strategy. She was like our coach, and we were just like, she was giving us the game plan. We just had to follow the strategy. And I did. And guys, the strategy worked. Okay. I'm the maker of my own problem here. So, okay. So I had went in the day before, right? And I loaded up with my cart of the things that I wanted to get that weren't going to be part of the doorbusters, like she said to do, because we were also going to have a 40-cent coupon. So I did that. And that worked out brilliantly. I got all of my stuff. So then I was like, okay, so this is my strategy, right? Guys, I had my phone in my hand. I'm sure just like many of you. And I was watching it, refreshing, watching the clock, refreshing, watching. Chrissy and I were texting back and forth. Girl, you ready? Girl, you like we had our own countdown going on. We were in it to win it. So the clock struck 12 or whatever time. I think it was 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know. And I ran in there like I was a sprinter. I was like Flo Joe up in this, right? And I was grabbing up everything from the first page. I threw in my cart, right, guys? I didn't know there was 4 pages of doorbusters. Oh no. I didn't even see what I was throwing in my cart, friends. I was just throwing them in there because Kyle was determined to get a bargain Bead Box Black Friday order this year. And she did. So I did win. Yay for Call. Hold on a second, friends. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. But what happened was I didn't realize, and I checked out, and I had no problems. I put the code in, checked it out, didn't have not an issue, got everything I wanted. Until I realized there was 3 more pages. And then it got a little bit dicey, because then I went back in and I said, well, I still have time. Guys, I was in and out and checked out by 9:02. 2 minutes it took me to go in and grab my stuff and check out. 2 minutes. So I said, well, Call, it's now, by the time I realized it was 9:04. So I said, oh, it's still rather early. Go back in. So I went back in, because what I really wanted were the irregular strands and all the gemstone strands that were on like pages 2, 3, and 4. That's what I really wanted, friends. And so I went back in there and I tried to get them, and then it started happening, right? It let me get all the way to the final screen, to the final boss. I got all the way to the final boss, where it took my credit card information. I hit purchase, spinning. You know what happens usually after it spins? It comes back and says, your order was placed, or thank you for your order. Oh, no, not this time, my friends. No. It spun for a little bit. And with each passing second, I started to give up hope a little bit. And I said, but that's okay, Kyle, because when it comes back that your order is placed, you're going to be so excited. But that's not what happened, friends. It came back with an error code, and I tried again and again and again. And so, friends, I emptied my cart and left. And that's okay, because we have this. Now, what I find so interesting about this, and I know I've been talking for 16 minutes, and some of you have probably already checked out, and I don't blame you. The interesting thing about this is, so everything on the first page, which, by the way, a majority of it is still up there. That's how popular it was all the magnesite, the big chunky magnesite stuff. I grabbed it all, friends. I grabbed it all. And so when this came today, I said, oh, as you can see, it's not a large package, right? But I picked it up and I said, well, this is like 7 pounds, just joking around. And I said to Chrissy, I said, I got a 7-pound package. And she said, that must be a huge package. I said, it's not, but it's heavy. So, and I said, well, maybe it's not 7 pounds, friends. Let me bring the scale out, shall we? I said, oh, well, maybe it's not quite 7 pounds. Maybe I'm exaggerating, right? Maybe I'm just exaggerating. Maybe it's only 2 pounds. So I brought the scale out, which I know everybody has a home scale. Friends, 7.44. 7 pounds and 0.44. What is that, 44 ounces? It's a fat package, girl. She's a thick baby. She's a thick baby. So basically, my mailman pretty much like birthed this thing to me today. Okay, because she's a whole, it's not even a preemie. She's a whole baby. So yeah, so I said, we have to open this because it is so heavy. And because I know myself, I'm going to wind up spoiling myself. Like if I don't open it today, because I'm going to be thinking all night, what the heck is in that package, right? 7 pounds? My order was like $60. What is in that package? So we're going to find out, friends. I've talked enough, and we're going to find out exactly what is in this 7-pound package. And we might even make something with something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So I have done the honors. And I don't know. I like to share my unboxings with you guys because I think it's fun. I like looking at beads. Watching unboxings are one of my favorite videos. And so let me just go ahead. I don't want to give you too much information on my receipt. Y'all don't need to see it. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see where the weight was, friends. I see where the weight is. It's all on top. Do you see this? This is where the weight is. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. There is some big old booties in this one. All right, guys. So here it is, the baby. Here's the baby. I did manage to get 2 of the bundle bags, which I'm really excited about, guys. So I can't complain too much because I really wanted those, and I got them. So I'm very happy about that. So altogether, my order was not much because I'm broke. $62.73. And on the coupon, I saved $23.02. So let me just cover that up. Well, actually, I think I can actually show you because I think it's the code that's on the site right now. They're not trying to hide it. It was for everybody. You didn't have to be a subscriber. So yeah, I saved $23, which is not bad. So I always try to think of that as like $23 of free beads. So I'm here for it. Yeah. So let me bring you down a little bit, and then we'll just open it a little bit, and then I'll separate and do all the things, and we'll come back. But holy smokes, what this is wow, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Tons of fun, my friend, no pun intended. Holy smokes. Look at the size. These are like dinner plates. Look at those, like dessert plates. Wow. You guys, look at these. Are like, holy smokes. They're like dinosaur eggs. Oh my gosh, you could like hurt somebody with. You could throw it and like, oh my, I'm not saying to do that because I don't promote violence here. Look at this guy. What? Wow, these are some big booty Judies. You know who would have a great time with these? My Jody. My Jody would know exactly what to do with this. She would know exactly. All right, friends, we're going to, I don't know why that sounded like that. I just, I'm like so overwhelmed. I can't even speak right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the size of this one. This is inside the bag though. So let me go and figure out something to do with this mess, and we'll be right back. Okay, friends, and we're back. And I separated it. I'm going to show us the things that weren't the doorbusters first. I did not look at I bought 2 of the, with the mystery bags. I did not, friends, that's not proper English. I did not look in them yet, but I'm thinking that that's what we're going to make our today's project with those bags and we might use some stuff in here that's like normal, not those big chunky ones. So anyway, guys, so I separated those. I still think everything is separated on my list, guys, but I did not take things out of the bags because I just don't have the energy to put everything back in the bag. So I'm going to take them out. We're going to look at them. I'm going to put them back in the bag. I'm not going to leave them all over the mat like I usually do. I don't feel like doing all that today. So I'm going to bring you, that could have been dicey, friends, because I'm in shorts and a tank top. Not that you needed to know that. All right. So let us start the list. And again, I'm going to go down the list of the normal things that I bought. I don't know where to put my paper. Where, you know what? Hold on. Let's move the baggies over here. Oh, here's my free gift. Hold on. Let me put the paper. I'm trying to find so I can still read it. You know what? Let's just fold it. Okay, that's fine. Here's my free gift. Oh, these are pretty. These are like little window beads. I love a good window bead. Just make sure my lights are good. Let's bring them in a little bit. Really, really light up this situation, my friends. How are you? I feel like it's been forever because it literally took me 45 minutes to sort everything. I feel like we've been apart forever. Look how pretty those are. Oh, look at that little AB play in there. Oh, I love these. I'm going to put these to the side because we might use these in our project. I love them. I don't know what is in those little baggies, but I'm sure we'll find something cohesive. And here is, guys, here's your information. Sorry about the sticker. But I also do have an affiliate code. Well, it's a link that if you guys sign up for the Bargain Bead Box, which is the sister store for Bead Box Bargains. So this is the closeout store, Bead Box Bargains. Bargain Bead Box is the subscription box. I have a special link. If you follow that and sign up, it gives me a little bit of money off my next collection. So I will leave that in the description box, and that always really helps us out a whole lot. And it also lets the folks over at Bargain Bead Box know that we're doing a good job. All right, friends. So first we're going to look at some caps. Yes, I said bead caps. So this is going to be, let me bring it down just a little bit more just to see. There we go. So this is going to be cap 1094, and I will give you the numbers, guys, because if you go over to the website, which I will also link in the box, you can plug these numbers in. If you're not like me, I just like to go in and just look at page after page after page. But if you are looking for something specific, like one of these bead caps or something, you would just plug this into the search bar, and that will take you right to this. And if it's something that's sold out, I think it lets you know if it's sold out, or it might take you to something similar. I don't know. But these are very pretty. So these are actually enameled. Oops. If you can see that. So these are the 20-piece 8x3 enameled flowered bead caps in the gold and Montana blue orchid. I just thought they were so pretty. Those colors are beautiful together. We have that orchidy color and that blue color. I just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, had to have them. These will be really pretty, I think, for the spring. Yeah, love those. All right. Next, we're going to look at Crystal 4082. And so these are a 15-inch strand of 6x4 crystal rondelle beads in gray jade luster. These were $1.09. These were $2.09. These are really pretty. Look how sparkly they are. My goodness. I think I might have bought these once before too, and I don't care because they're gorgeous. Wow. Those are so pretty. 15-inch strand. So that's a whole heck of a lot of beads, friends. Whole heck of a lot of beads. All right, so now I got some drops. So we got the 7500, which is the 4-piece 14 by 10 check filigree teardrop beads in opaque turquoise with Picasso and violet wash. Oh, these are cute and small. These are a little bit smaller than the other ones I have in my stash, which I actually like. They're very pretty for earrings. So you have this drop, right? And it's a beautiful, it's turquoise, right? So it's the, yeah, opaque turquoise with the Picasso and the violet wash. So basically, we have two different kinds of finishes on here. So they have this turquoise bead, and then they do this Picasso over top of it. Do you see like where it's a little stone-like around the edges? Kind of looks a little stony. And then they go ahead and they do this violet wash over top of that, and that settles into all those little nooks and crannies. Look how pretty. Those are gorgeous. And then I also got them in the amethyst with pink wash, which is 7502. They had a couple different color combinations, but these were the ones that spoke to me. So look how pretty those are. I guess I should get my dish out, right? Especially with these guys, because these guys are actually like, you can see through them. They're more translucent. These were opaque. Those are so pretty. Let me grab a dish. We should have one out. Darn it. That's what I was going to say. Darn it. Hold on. Because there's some Mike glitters in there, which I hear Mike's glitters making the rounds, guys. Mike's glitters getting around town. Those are really, really pretty. Full disclosure, guys, and I will again repeat this when I launch the strands. This is a cat-friendly studio, friends. It is a cat. You might occasionally get a Mike glitter somewhere. I try very hard, guys. The cats are not allowed on my desks. I wipe my desks off every single day. Before I film, I wipe them off. Sorry, I had to get a sip. You know, so I do take measures, but every so often it happens. All right, guys, so next we're going to look at, and the next is all of my bulk doorbuster stuff. All this bulk doorbuster stuff. We're going to go through that later, towards the end, because I need to reserve my strength for this, because that stuff is heavy. All right, so now we're going to look at some findings. So we have, this is finding 4886. And so this is really interesting. This is a 2-piece 30 by 27 sun pendant with cat eye glass, golden orange, and these were $1.79. Look how pretty they are. They are very pretty. So this is that cat eye glass, which is a synthetic. You know, it's not like a gemstone or anything, but it's just so pretty how it does that little chatoyant shift. These are really pretty. So there's the back of one. I thought these would just make fun earrings. I don't know. I do like them. Love those. Okay. And I love this orange. I love just about every shade of orange. Orange is just one of my colors. And this is beautiful. That's a beautiful orange. My goodness. Those are going to be beautiful earrings, my friends. All right, next we are going to look at, oh, you guys might recognize these. So I got them. Oh, wait, the bees are actually different. Okay, cool. I just noticed that now. So we have finding 4888 and then 4889. And so this one is the 4-piece 22 by 18 enamel bead charm with rhinestones. These were $1.59 and you get 4 pieces. So I don't know if you guys remember. Oh, she's done. There's called doing wash again today. Guys, I swear that's all I do. For 2 people, it's a lot of wash. I don't know what we do here. I don't know why we have multiple costume changes. That's what it seems like. Anywho's, I did a kit. It wasn't a kit. It was an earring. I did an earring with my Halloween pop-up shop. You guys, that had the bees on the one side and the honeycomb on the other side. And I think I had 3 pairs, and they sold out right away. And I said, and a couple of people actually asked me if I could restock that because they wanted to buy them. And I said, sure. And then I forgot about it. I saw the bees. These are different though. My bees were more plain. These bees look at the rhinestones. These are way better bees than the original, guys. They're going to be great. So we're going to do that again. We're going to make some earrings with these. So basically what I had one of these honeycombs, and these are the honeycombs, and that's a resin inside of those. There's the front. So I had one of these on one side with some little drip drops, which were little drop beads I got from Danielle. And on the other side had the bee. So it was kind of like, and then it had the drops, and it was really cute. So guys, I am going to restock those. They're not kits. They're going to be earrings in my Etsy. I don't know when I'm going to get to them, but I'm actually going to put these together because they will be together. That was my plan with those, is to, because some of you guys were asking for them. So actually, I don't even know if it was you guys or people in the non-jewelry world. Some people were asking me about them. So hopefully we'll have that soon. All right, let's switch a page. And the honeycombs were $1.29, which I don't think is bad, guys. If you're selling stuff like this in your Etsy shop, like, yeah, of course I'm going to add more stuff, and you have to take in consideration your supplies and stuff. But that's not a bad starting cost. If if you are somebody that's just wanting to sell some simple pieces in your shop and get some business in your shop, this is a good way to get business into your shop, because that's the whole trick, friends. The trick is getting people in. Once they're in, then, they're looking around and they're seeing things, but you got to get them in there first. So stuff like this, like you could sell these because they are rather inexpensive. You could sell these for like $12 in your shop and not be, hurting yourself and also getting some traffic. That's just kind of like, I don't know. That's just kind of how I see things. All right, friends. We are going to look at some serious pendants here. And I didn't realize that these were sold in twos because Kyle sees what she wants to see. And so they are sold as a pair. So we have a pair of these. And in my opinion, and y'all know I like a big earring. These are too big for earrings. However, let me see if I can pull it down, guys, because hold on a second. Marianne Madden, if you were, and I know I said your last name, but everybody already knows who you are. And I know you're not hiding from the law, so it's okay. You are going to die when you see this, because, guys, I don't know if you remember. Jody, sorry, guys, I'm trying to get it. It's hanging on my wall right now. Why is it stuck, though, is my question. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I have another butterfly, and it was, like, stuck onto the butterfly. They were making friends. Oh, my God, they're exactly the same ones. So a while ago, Jody had sent me a bunch of these wings. And I don't know if you guys remember, and there is a video on this channel for this. I made a sun catcher with it. All the different kind of little daggers, right? I used them as little wings. Jody had sent me she had sent me a whole bunch of different ones. So I just used them up. And then I believe Marianne was the one that sent me this. And then we wire wrapped some little Swarovski. Don't make me say it again, friends. You know what I mean. She sent me some of those as well, and I wrapped it up. So and then Marianne had said, oh my gosh, do you think you would be able to make one of those for me and Jody? And I said, I would love to. And Marianne said, I'm going to see if I have more dragonflies. Guys, I didn't realize it was the same exact dragonfly, but I thought it was similar. So I bought one in each color to make one for Jody and one for Marianne. Oh my gosh. This is the exact one, but let's look at this one. So this is 5112. Oh gosh, these are gorgeous. Marianne, if you're watching, you'll have to let me know what color do you want. So this is the sapphire and gold. Look at those. It's the same exact one. So what we'll do is because I still have, I don't know if I have enough wings to make 2 more of these though, but I think I definitely have enough to make 1 more. And maybe I'll have to find some more. When I say wings, guys, I mean daggers. That's what I mean. I'm sorry. Sometimes when I see things like this, like I know they're daggers, but I'm using them as wings, so I'll just refer to them as wings. But yes, they are daggers. Oh, that's going to be so good. And then we got 5112, which is this same exact color, which is the sky blue and the gold. And guys, these were $1.59, and I did not realize we got two. So I got one of each, you know, for Marianne and Jody, but now I have a bonus. I get a bonus two more. Maybe I can make two more of these and give them to other besties. That's wild. I love that. I'm going to put these in the same bag too, because these will all be going to the same place. And then here I did a little loop with some seed beads, and the rest of the Swarovski she gave me was like a little like Swarovski bead soup. It was a bunch of different little colors. So I just thought that would be a beautiful loop. Yeah. So that was fun. So I think we're going to have a couple more of these in our future. Fabulous, fabulous. It's just a really good haul, you guys. I think it is anyway. I'm having a great time. All right, so now we're going to get into some more glass beads. So we're going to look at 1637. Oh, these have a little ring on them. These are a 10.5-inch strand of 8mm glass bicones in metallic iris. And these were $2.59. That's a nice long strand, you guys. For check glass, that's a nice long strand. Yeah. Well, it says glass cylinder bead, so actually... It says glass bicone bead. So actually, I don't know if this is check glass, but it looks like check glass to me. It doesn't say check glass, but I think it's a good possibility. But either way, that's still a really long strand. I love how it just shifts, like, it's kind of different metallic-y colors. I thought that was really decent. You got your bronzes. Oh, look at this one. Kind of looks purple. I caught a flash of, like, pink. Did you see that? There's that little... That's wild. I love this. This is a great strand. Really, really, really cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, next we're going to look at these couple are all basically the same, I think. Look at these colors. Now, guys, you know I don't really like pastels, and these kind of, to me, borderline a little bit, not pastels, but kind of like, well, the purple and the mint a little bit. But these are like kind of vibrant pastels, right? I don't mind the vibrant pastels. I just don't like the barely there color pastels, because there's barely any color, and I'm a color girl, and you guys know that. So look at those. So much fun. All right, so we have 0831, and this one is the 5-gram bag, 95 pieces. I'm not going to take them out of these little bags, guys. You can see them. This is the... Hold on, I lost my place. Wait, no, I didn't get to the lamp work yet. Oh, I skipped over the lamp work. Okay, I'll bring that back around. This is the approximately 5-gram bag. This is 823. Okay, guys, I thought I was having a stroke for a second. Approximately 5-gram bag, 95 pieces, 4mm check glass, bicone beads, and vibrant lavender stucco. And these were $1.39. 95 pieces. And then this is 0832, and it is the same bead in a different color. And this is in the vibrant orchid stucco, and this was $1.39. And then we also have it in this 1137. That's a beautiful color, right? And this 1137 is in the vibrant mint stucco, again $1.39. So we got all these beautiful, beautiful colors. I'm thinking spring. I'm thinking this will be a really cute little spring palette. I love that for us. All right, where's the lamp work I missed? Let's get right over the lamp work. This is lamp work 679. And so this is a 4-piece, approximately 15 by 11, lamp work glass rondelle beads, sapphire with teal petals. And guys, these are so pretty. And what I thought about these, you guys know the little teapots that they had? They're like a 2-piece set. And the bottom part is like the bottom of the teapot. And then the top part is the top with the handle. I thought these would be really cute little teapots. And I have several of those. And I'm thinking of little gifts, you know, for people I know that love tea. And I just thought that these would be cute, cute, cute little teapots. They kind of remind me of Polish pottery a little bit. And I'm big on the Polish pottery. I mean, it's not as colorful as Polish pottery, but it just kind of reminded me a little bit of it. So I thought they would be really cute pots. So those are going to be little teapot earrings. I love those. They were $1.79. All right, now we have some little spacers. 1115, and this is in the Montana blue. Those are pretty. 1115. I skipped over this one too. This was a 5-gram bag of 6mm check pressed glass disc rondelle beads, Montana blue. These were 99 cents. I love using these little guys for spacers. So guys, I try to, when I see them, especially at 99 cents, and then you get that 40% off. So guys, these are like dirt cheap. They make really, really great spacers. They're lightweight. Sometimes I would rather use beads as spacers, because then you don't have to worry about metal tarnishing or, you know, stuff like that. It's just, especially in like the summer and when people are sweating and stuff, I'd rather have glass than metal. Okay, so next we did that. Okay, so now we're going to get into our findings. Wait, no, we're not. I'm skipping over stuff. These guys, okay, I gotta find these on the list. Skipped right over them somewhere. Maybe they were on the other page. 16, guys, I don't know what I've done. But these are glass 1679 and 1680. Oh, yeah, I skipped right over them. These are 20 pieces of 11.5 by 3.5 glass cylinder beads and matte peach, which is this guy. And then we also have that in the matte teal, which is this guy. And these were $1.09. And I don't know if I bought these before or if I wanted to buy them, but I remember I just thought they were really, really pretty. And these are so, like, they're matte. They're just very delicate. I think they're so pretty. I think these will make some really, really pretty earrings. And I love this like peachy metallic color. You see, that's just so pretty. Gosh, I just love these orangey peachy colors so much. And then also we have it in the teal. I think that's what we said it was. Teal is beautiful. I love teal. Teal is probably my favorite blue. Teal or Capri blue are my favorite blues. Blue tones, I should say. So let's look at these on the dish. With the mic glitter. Oh, do you see those? They look frosty. Don't they just look frosty? Oh, they're so pretty. Yes, I love those. Those are really pretty. I kind of want to go back in there and order like 10 more of these. 10 more bags of this. This is a gorgeous color. Oh my goodness. Stunning. Is the orange frosty? Yep, the orange is frosty too. You just can't see it as much as on the blue. Look at like extra frosty. Those are so pretty. I probably will maybe put these together in a project. What do you guys think? I think that's a really fun color combination. Maybe a bracelet with both of those colors. You guys, we might be doing that today. I don't know. Those are so pretty. Okay, I gotta get myself together. All right, guys, and now we're going to get into the not so fun portion of the show. We're just going to look at a couple findings. We're not going to gloss over everything here. We're just going to go through these findings really quickly. All right, so we have some pins here. So we have pin 501. I'm not going to take them out of the bag. It's just an eye pin there. So this is a 50mm 22 gauge stainless steel eye pin. $1.29. Guys, I'm just trying to bulk up on my, I don't know why I just sounded like I was yelling. I'm trying to bulk up on my findings. Since I want to do more like kit-like things. And also I just like to bulk up on findings. I feel you never know when you need them, right? So this is 549. And this is a 5-gram 40mm 22 gauge eye pin in antique copper. Okay. And then these I bought a little bit of bulk deal here. These are pin 589. And these are, oh, it was a 2 value pack. Okay. So I didn't bulk up on them. I guess you got 2 of them. I don't know. It says I got 2. So I guess it was just a value pack, meaning 100 pins was the value. And I bought 2 of them because I thought it was a good value. So this is 589 and you get 100. These are 22 gauge stainless steel ball head pins. I wish I would have remembered I ordered this, guys, because I need ball head pins for my Valentine kits. And I was going to get these exact ones there. How much were these? These were $2.99. And I I don't even want to tell you guys how many I need for my Valentine's kit. I think need over 700 of these ball head pins, and I just didn't have the money, that much money right now. I wish I would have remembered that, because I would have only had to buy I would have only had to buy 5 more instead of 7. That's okay, guys. We'll figure it out. We have time. We have time. So I bought 2 of those. All right. And then also, if you guys remember a couple Bead Box Bargains orders ago, Bead Box Bargains. These were on sale, these pins, and remember one of them I got like 17 for whatever reason there, and I counted them. There was 17. They're supposed to be 30. And that's fine. Well, I bought them again because I actually found them to be very good head pins. So these are all going to be 30 piece, 70 millimeter, and they're all going to be in the 22 gauge brass, 1.5 millimeter head pins. They were all $1.89. And so we got the antique brass. We got the gold, and I thought this gold was so pretty. That's like a really, really pretty gold. So that's why I got that one again. And I don't understand, because I have 2 antique brasses. I don't know why. Or it's 1 antique gold and 1 antique brass. Let's see. 591. Antique bronze. And this one is also antique bronze. 30 piece, 22 gauge. Okay, so this one is 21 gauge. That's the difference. It was one of these 2 that I got 17 in. I don't remember which one, but okay. It makes sense now. And then 594, which is the silver. And I thought they were really good, so I got them again. And then here we got 606 and 605, and these are just some eye pins. And so these are on the other page. 605. That is 21 gauge. They're both 50 pieces, both 35 millimeter, both stainless steel. One is 21 gauge and the other is 20 gauge. So those are the differences there. All right, guys, we got through the findings. Let's get through the more fun stuff. So now let's go through some pendants. And I know this is just all over my desk, and it's probably, I apologize. Just ignore the mess. All right, so we're going to be looking at some pendants now. So our first pendant, I have my pendant sorted up here. This is a 1417. And this is going to be a 41 by 35 leaf pendant in antique bronze and green patina. I just thought that was really pretty. There's your loop up there at the top. There's the back. And the back is also patinaed, which I love. I just thought that was very pretty. Of course, now, we could also do, this could be like in a winter project. Or maybe we'll save it for fall next year. But I really love, for fall pieces, I really love this patinaed look. I think just so pretty. So pretty. All right, now this is what I'm really excited about. So this is pendant 1661. And I bought 2 of them because I bought one for my best friend, for my bestie Gabe. You guys know Gabe, that is Chrissy's son and also my best friend. And I'm on a quest. I'm on a mission to get him every animal in the animal kingdom in either like gemstone form, wood form. Like I'm giving him the whole animal kingdom. Most of them are going to be gemstones, but I did send him a bear that was wooden. So one of these are for him and one of these are for me. They're the same, just different. They're a little bit different colors because they are gemstones. This one's a little bit lighter. Where's the drill hole? I don't know about this one. He's kind of funky looking. Okay, so I don't understand the drill orientation here. So I guess you just put a jump ring in it and it kind of hangs like that, I guess. Is like, it's kind of like a weird brio style. So this is the one fish. So what these are 18 millimeter carnelian carved goldfish pendants. And then we have this one, and this guy is definitely, this is the one I'll send Gabe, because this one's really prettier. And I want him to have the pretty one. This one is really pretty. Again, that's just a weird, like, so there's the drill. It's kind of like in a pinch at the top here. And then there's the eyes. So this would be like looking down on him, like swimming around. And I guess you would put a jump ring through here and just like kind of hang him like this. I'm not really sure. That's really different. Guys, I didn't get it to make jewelry with it. I just got it because I like to collect these. I also enjoy collecting these little gemstone guys. So I'm not going to use it in jewelry, which is fine. So I don't really need to figure it out. But I'm just trying to, like, that would be real interesting. I don't know. So, well, this one is Besties. And then this one is mine. Unless, Chrissy, you think Bestie would like the lighter colored one. If you think that he looks like he has a stripe down his back, I think I would name him Stripe. If you think that Bestie would like this one better, I will send him this one. But you decide. All right. And next we have pendant 3597, which is this cute little bottle. This is a glass bottle pendant with dried flower in resin, pink and orange. And by the way, these fish were $2.99. And this was $1.09. Isn't that pretty? So I don't know if you guys have seen Jody has making these keychain purse things with the she's been making them, like, you can use them as a keychain, you can use them as like a purse angle, you can pretty much use them as anything. They're gorgeous. She's been doing these with the silver silk, and she does the little brick stitch, and then she has some charms. So I wanted to try to make one. And of course I won't make it on here, guys, because it's Jody's design, first of all, and second of all, I'm not very good with brick stitch yet, so guys, it would be a train wreck. So I wouldn't even try to attempt it. Even if it was my design, I wouldn't even try to attempt it. But it's not. It's Jody's design. So, but I do want to try it. And I bought this bottle. I want to make one for my daughter-in-law, and I bought this bottle to put on it because I just thought that was so pretty. Do you see the little glitters? And my daughter-in-law, she's not a girly girl, but she kind of is, you know? And I think she would really love the little pink flower. And I have some very, very pretty either pink silver silk, or I was thinking the orange silver silk. I have really pretty orange, or maybe green. I think green silver silk would look pretty with this, or maybe like a blue would too. I'm not sure, guys. But when I do it, I definitely will show it to you. I just won't be making it on the channel. All right, guys, we have some jump rings. So these are rings 181, and these are a 50-piece, 5x4, 21 gauge stainless steel oval jump rings. I actually bought these to test them out on something, and I guess I wasn't patient enough because I just bought 200 of these today, friends. Not 200 packets, but I bought 4 packets. There's 50 in a pack, so I bought 200 of those today, friends. And then rounding out, we have some toggles. So we have toggle 1000, we have toggle 998. And toggle 998 is, I didn't realize I got so much stuff, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the 2-piece 24x13 jumbo flower detail lobster clasp in antique copper. And then, guys, this is the same thing in gunmetal. So I didn't even know this came in gunmetal. Look how pretty that is. I've never seen it in the gunmetal, or I might have, and I don't have it because I love these little big chunky clasps. I think they're cool. And so I always buy them if I see them at a good price. And these guys were $1.59. So I thought that was a pretty decent price. And then 40% off of that. That's really pretty. And then, of course, I got them in copper because I can't not get them in copper. Even though I probably have 7 of them in copper. What's 2 more, right? Just really, really pretty. All right, guys. So that is it for the regular items. Let me just pause real quick, and I'll bring the DoorDash ones in, and then we'll save the bags for last. Okay, guys. Oh, sorry, that was my ring. And I can't believe we've been at this for an hour already, guys. I am sorry. Unfortunately, this is going to be a longer video. If you want to watch it in 2 different days, that's fine. But if you are a video warrior and you are here and you're in it to win it, I appreciate you. You are my people. All right, guys. So here's it's a very interesting thing going on here. There's a lot of fun stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to call them out, and then I will find them. So our first one now, guys, I don't know why I bought 2 of those. I'm not really sure why I felt the need to get 2 of those, but these were all $1. All these bulk strands were all $1. That's why I went in and anything that I saw that said $1 or random pick, I just threw it in my cart. I just didn't realize there was 3 pages after the first one. I'm not going to keep going over it, guys, because I feel bad enough. All right. So the first one is going to be the 8-inch strand of 24mm turquoise magnesite reconstituted peace sign beads. So that would be these guys. And I believe I did still see these guys up there. And I'm not mad about these because I think these are cute. And I'm glad I got these. These are going to be really fun. Maybe we'll do some earrings or something with them. I don't know. We're going to do something fun with this. They're really pretty. Little peace signs. and they are in that reconstituted magnesite, which some people think is turquoisey. It's just turquoisey in color. Those are cute. Okay, I'm not mad at those. All right, next we're going to look at a 8-inch strand, 17 to 50 millimeter. Friends, that's quite the big gap there. It can be anywhere from 17 millimeter to 50. What? But we're going to be looking at, where was it? Wait, the peace signs. Okay. Oh, next we're going to be looking at, never mind. I'm not even in the right place, friends. I'm so confused right now. This is utter chaos right now. The next one is the 8-inch strand of 27 to 30 millimeter turquoise dyed howlite dagger beads. I believe that's this guy. I got 2 dagger beads. Howlite dagger beads. I don't know. This is the only dagger. I have 2 strands of dagger beads, so I'm not sure which one it is. Did I get 2 of them or just 1? I'm so confused. Well, anyway, we have 2 strands of the the synthetic. And I'm not mad at these either. These are very pretty. You see all like the veining and stuff in them. I'm sorry, but I think these are really interesting, and I'm a little bit intrigued. Some of them are they're very pretty. I know they're not real gemstones, guys, but they are very pretty. I have to say, I have to say, I do like these. I like these a whole lot. All right. I don't know where the other one is. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere, but there it is. All right. So next we have the 8-inch strand of 34 millimeter turquoise magnesite open flower beads, which would be these guys. And I don't mind these either. And I actually had a good idea with these. I think we're just going to I think we're going to make some earrings or something. And we're just going to hang a little bead inside of here because these have a hole. And you can just do like, you can just do a pin here and make a loop. So you have a little loop here and we can just hang some beads in the middle there. I think those are really pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you get 6. So we can make, 3 pairs of earrings. I don't dislike these either, guys. I'm not mad about these. So far, we're doing okay. All right. Next, here's the Doorbuster 0045 was the turquoise synthetic red beads, which I guess is this, because this is the only red bead on my desk. So they gave me the dagger. So this was one of those, the only thing you knew was the color, and then they just gave you whatever. And I'm happy that they gave me the daggers, because I really do like those. Thank you, Bead Box Bargains. All right, next we're going to look at 4/6, which was 8-inch strand, and then here we are with the 17 to 50 millimeter imitation turquoise in the jet black. Again, this was a random pick, and I see we have 2 in the black. This might be blue. I'm not sure. We're going to look at this one, though. We're going to look at the dessert plates, and they have a curve and a texture. They're not bad. They're kind of cute. A little bit scratched up, right? A little bit. These beads have seen some better days. But I don't hate them. I don't know what we're going to do with them, guys. But not necessarily everything has to be jewelry, right? We might be able to find some fun things to do with these. All right. Not my favorite, but not bad. Not bad. I don't hate them. I don't. Guys, you'll find, even though I'm not overly jazzed about something, it takes a lot for me to hate something. That's not usually a thing that I do too often. It takes too much energy, friends. And actually, it's an ugly word, really, when you think about it. I just don't even want to say it anymore. So I like to say, instead of saying that you hate something, you can say either, this is not for me, or I don't care for that as much. That's just a nicer way to say it. All right, so next we're going to look at, we did the black. Now we're going to do the 8-inch strand of 15 to 40 millimeter mixed gemstone natural synthetic dyed beads in the dusty pinks. I'm going to assume this is the dusty pink because it does have a hint of pink in it. Oh, look, you guys. They wrote it on there, but Kyle sees what she wants to see. 6-1. Was that the black one that we did? Oh, we didn't even get to that one yet, guys. So maybe these aren't beat up because I think it says black and gray. So I actually think, those might be supposed to be there. I don't know. Apparently this was, okay, we'll look at that one. Okay, I just realized now that they had, and that was very, thank you so much, Bargain Bead Box. And I'm not sure, but I think Al packed my order. So Al, I want to say thank you so much, my friend. I always do. I always like to call out whoever packs my order. And I like to say thank you. So this is the Dusty Pinks. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a quartz. It definitely looks like a gemstone material. There's some, that's all right. It comes right off. Look at that. It definitely looks like a gemstone material. It doesn't look synthetic to me. Now, some of these, when they say synthetic, it's because these, like, you know, these aren't real. These aren't real gemstones. They're synthetic, basically man-made stuff. So, but I think this actually kind of looks like a real deal gemstone, and it could be rose quartz. It very well could be rose quartz, but it could also just be just any kind of quartz. It looks very quartzy, is what I'm saying. Let's get the dish. You'll maybe see a hint of that. It's very, very, very light. But I believe this looks to be a quartz of some kind, and it feels like a gemstone. It's very cool to the touch. So they're pretty. I think they're very pretty. I don't hate those at all. We're not using that word anymore, friends. I care for those. I care for those, not a great deal, but I do care for them. Okay. So next we're gonna look at the so this was the gray brown. This was the gray brown selection. More black, I think, but there's some gray spots on here that I thought were like little boo-boos, but apparently not. Apparently it's supposed to be there. So that is fun. And this was the other one that we didn't look at. This was in the black one. And these are just big. And I don't know, again, I don't know if these are a gemstone of some kind. They might be like a feldspar or something. I'm not really, it's hard to say, but it could be like a feldspar. They're pretty. Could also be like the reconstituted stuff like this too, because it doesn't feel very cool, but it could be a lot of different things, friends. But you know what it was? It was $1, so I bought it. Okay. All right. Next we're gonna look at. We did the Dusty Pinks. We did the brown gray black. Say that 7 times fast. Now we're gonna look at the yellow green mix, which obviously is this one. I don't even have to look. And this too also looks like a gemstone of some kind. I don't know if you can see the little flecks in there. This also does look like a gemstone material. Maybe a serpentine or a jade, maybe a Canadian jade of some kind. Or a serpentine. Very hard to say. Those are not my favorite, but they're okay. They're not bad. I don't mind for focals. I think one would make a really pretty focal. I just don't know if I could see them. Like, it's a big, you know, Jody would know what to do with these. I might send some to her because she's amazing with these larger beads. Oh, look at the back of this one. Hold on a second. Do you guys see that? It's kind of reflective in there. What is that? It's almost reflective, almost got, at first I thought maybe it was a fleck of pyrite or something in there, maybe a mica. I'm not sure, but it was pretty. Caught me off guard. All right. So that was the yellow green mix, and now we have 2, and I have no idea why I did 2. I just did. 2 strands of 7-0, which was the magnesite in the rectangle beads, which I'm thinking is this one and this one. 7-0. Indeed. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is where the bulk of the weight in my package was. And guys, Bead Box Bargains must have really ate a lot of money with the shipping, because this package was so heavy, and they charge a standard $3.99 shipping. And I know this package costs a lot more to ship than $3.99. But here we go. You get 6 of these man pajamas, and they're very pretty. This one's got like a little nooks and crannies in there. You guys, I'm going to be honest. I kind of dig these. I think they're pretty. But what do we do with them? They're so heavy. I mean, what do you do with something like this other than make single pendants with it? Like, could you, I guess, if you really wanted to make a bracelet, you could. I mean, I don't know. What are we going to do with them? We don't, and nobody says we have to use them all at once. We can use them. I could probably be using these until 2097 and still have 2 left. I'm sure. We'll see. All right. And this was the other one. I'm sorry, I just skipped right over that. And this, I like this because it's a little bit different of a blue. All these other blues are very turquoisey blue, and this is more of a like a blue, right? These are actually really pretty. Guys, look at that one. I actually kind of really like these. These are very interesting. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Some of them have some like modeling on them. And then, oh, look at that. It's like you flip it over and it's a whole new bead. Fascinating. Clark Kent on one side, Superman on the other. Okay, put them down. All right, guys, we have one more doorbuster, and I'm trying to see the one that we missed would be this one. This is Holy Smokers, okay? Between these two, I'm going to weigh these two together. That's insane. Is this the one I'm looking for? Is this the droid I'm looking for? 073? It is, it is. So this is the oval selection. Again, random. And they decided to send me dinosaur eggs. And they're actually very pretty. I think that one's really pretty. That one has some character. But yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely have to put our oh. This one was like, I think that's the mom. The mom and dad are right here, and then these are all the kiddos. That one's really pretty too. Look at the like little green veining in there. Those are very pretty. So yeah, I just want to weigh those real quick. I'm just going to weigh those 2 strands. Hold on. I know. You're probably like, Call, let's get to the bags. I know, friends, but I just want to weigh these 2 strands. Okay, this strand, I want to see if they're like a pound each. Oh, they are this one is 0.70 and this one is, I don't know. My scale's doing crazy stuff, guys. It's not making sense. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, they're heavy. That's all I know. They're heavy. All right. I am going to clean up this mess and I will be right back. And we are going to go through those mystery bags. Mystery bags. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I was recording and then my phone went off and apparently I wasn't recording. So I had already opened up some of my bags. So let me read this description again. And guys, I could have just thrown them back in the bag and acted like it didn't happen, but so these 2 bags, and this was in a bag. Let me pull the bag out. Let's just pretend that this was in the bag. These were the Doorbuster Lucky Pick Gift Mystery Bags. So you got a mystery set of 5 items. They were a limit of 2. They were $4. And so what I was saying earlier, what I thought I was saying to you guys was these look like curated bags, because the first thing I brought out was these gemstones. And I had said these look to me to be a mixed sodalite. So I see some orange sodalite in here. I see some regular sodalite. I just see some different tones of sodalite in those beads. And so I will go and look everything up, but this is 6439. Again, I'm pretty sure 99.999% that this is sodalite. And then I had unbagged Crystal 3512, which was this lovely shade of, if you like yellow, it's a lovely shade of yellow, bicones here. And then I said, oh, wait a second, because then I unbagged these, and this was 0684, which is a little check drop. And I started thinking, oh, this is kind of curated. It looks like it could go together. And I think that's what they did, guys. So thank you so much for that, Bead Box Bargains. Here's some check glass cathedrals. I think that's what these are called, the cathedrals. And so they are like a drum, almost like a drum cut. And they are faceted, very pretty, like brownish rosaline color. More, I guess, a topazy champagne. It's very pretty. And again, looks lovely with these beads. And so so now there's also a pendant here. So it's 5 things you get. And so I'm thinking they're going to be a lot like the treat bags that we got for, was it Halloween that we got the treat bags? Where you got a strand of jemmies, a strand of check, a strand of crystals, or you got 2 checks, a strand, or whatever. And then we also got a pendant. So this is 2663. And this looks to be a sodalite pendant. Could be lapis. But it's very pretty. I don't know enough about lapis or sodalite to really, I think actually this might look like sodalite. Because I think the sodalite has the more white in it. Let me see. Because it looks kind of similar. But it could be lapis. I'm not sure, guys. But that's really pretty. So up here you have a, oh, sorry, there you are. Up here you have a front-facing loop, and at the bottom you have a sideways loop. That's very interesting. It has this pretty, it's faceted. It has a pretty little gold. That's really pretty. I like this. This is cute. I will have to look it up, though, to see what it is. But if I were to guess, I'm thinking that's sodal. I'm thinking that's... You know, guys, I really think that's lapis. The more I look at it, I think it looks like lapis. But I'm probably wrong. All right, so that was mystery bag. Oh, I don't need to put it back in bag. That was mystery bag number 1. Here's mystery bag number 2. Let's dump it out. Ooh, ooh. I like this one. Ooh, looks like we got 2 gemmies. So we have Gemmy 6070. And this looks to be like a... Wow. That's a statement hole right there, friends. That's crazy. It's very rough and yeah, it's pretty though. It's definitely textured. It's got a little, you can see right. If you put it there, you can see the rest of my mat. Look, it's like a periscope. Okay, anyway, that's pretty. 6070. It's like a, I don't know what it is. It's agate maybe? Could be. Might look good with this, though, if I'm being honest, guys. Let's not knock it. All right, and we also have this gemmy, which is 6371, and this guy looks like maybe some hessonite garnet. That's pretty. Oh, my. I don't know if it's hessonite garnet, but it's beautiful. I don't know if you're seeing those, it's like a... rich orangey tones. I don't think it's carnelian, guys. It does not look like carnelian. I'm gonna have to look these codes up and get back to you on what these are. But that also almost looks like a hessonite to me. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. 6371. We'll find out together, friends. You know, this actually is all kind of cohesive. Well, maybe not this color blue, but let's look at this guy. So this is 3932. And this might be actually the only thing on my mat that doesn't fit in. Everything else looks so good together. So these are a beautiful rondelle. Look how pretty. Oh, that's a beautiful blue, isn't it? Those are gorgeous. I love those. They might not fit in with this palette, but they definitely fit in my heart. Okay. Now let's look at our check selections. So we got 7446, and these look to be a 5mm-ish. Maybe a 6mm. These are a 6mm actually. That's what they look like. Copper fire polish. Those are pretty. I think we might make no, I don't know, guys. I haven't decided yet. And then we also have these melons. Oh, thank you, 6064. I love a good melon. Look at those melons. Nice melons, lady. They are a metallic melon. And it looks like you get 6 pieces. I love these. Not bad for $4, guys. So all of this that's on my mat, this was all $8. It was in 2 different bags. And I think that's super cute. So, you know what, guys? Honestly, I want to do something quick because I know this video is getting really, really long. And I think we might just make... a pair of earrings. So I'm sure we can find a bead. I'm sure we can find a bead somewhere in this mess of beads that we got. That we can put in the middle of those flowers. So let me look in here. Maybe the drop will fit. Hold on. We got some drops. I don't know if the drops will fit. You guys. It will fit, but it won't dangle in there very nicely, right? These might work. Do I like those? Oh, what about this guy? Or guys, you know what? Actually, I'm going to scrap that idea. I have a better idea. Since I talked about them earlier, why don't we just make up a real cute pair of these bead earrings? So, because guys, I am not a design gatekeeper. I actually, it honors me when you guys go out and you use my designs as inspiration and you create either the same thing or something similar, your version, whatever, it doesn't matter. I always love when you guys do that. So I'm gonna make a pair of these so I can show you, since we were talking about them earlier. And then maybe you guys can go over, right? Because these would make really cute gifts. And maybe you guys can go over, and since these are very, very inexpensive, you can go grab them and make some kits with them. I mean, not make kits. Guys, I'm sorry, I have kits on the brain. You, you can go and make some little Christmas earrings or little presents. Okay, guys, we'll be right back. Okay, friends, and we're back. And we're going to do 2 pairs of earrings, guys. This is going to be a super, since I talked about it, this is going to be a super quick, like 5-minute pair of earrings, but isn't that cute? It's just a cute, and you don't have to do the bead on the top. You can just do the bead in the middle. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's do it with just the bead in the middle, and then we can see what that looks like. So I took out one of the head pins and one of the eye pins from the stuff that we just got. These were the free gifts. And then, of course, you have 2 of those. And then I did pull this guy off of that strand that was in that bag. But let's just make one without the blue one, just so we can see what they look like, right? So we're going to take this and put this on one of our head pins. And I am not going to make a wrapped loop here because I found that it made it a little bit too low to the bottom, and I didn't like that look either. So we're just going to take it. And I don't know if we need to pull you down more. Nope, that's up, Kyle. We're going to take it and just look at that AB finish. Okay, anyway, squirrel. We're just going to bend it down like that. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. About right there. Okay. And then we're going to take that and we're just going to make ourselves a loop. A simple loop. Okay. And guys, I do apologize. It's going to look a little awkward because I'm having some issues with my hands today. As you can see, that's already bent all the way over. So I'm going to have to fix that guy a little bit. Let me just, I might have to actually do this over again because I'm having some issues with my hands. You guys know, I have the carpal tunnel and I actually needed this. I was going to get surgery a couple years ago and I had really crappy insurance. And so they set it up. Guys, I had a surgery date and everything. Everything was set up. And then I got a call from the anesthesiologist that said that I had to pay them, I think it was like $400 or something like that, dollars, before the surgery, because something about my insurance wasn't going to cover it or it was out of network. And I don't know what the whole deal was, guys. It was before I started making jewelry. I've had this issue for a while. And it was probably about 6 years ago. And so I declined the surgery because I didn't have enough money to pay for the anesthesia. So I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the surgery. And now I'm starting to have issues again. For a while, it wasn't too bad. But I don't know. Because maybe there's some arthritis. I don't know. But it seems to get worse when it's cold out. Or when it's very rainy. I have a lot of issues. And I don't know if you hear, but it's just been raining all day here. It's raining right now. I don't know if you can hear it on the roof. But my hands they're just not working today, guys. But that's not terrible for someone's hand who's not working properly. But let me fix that a little bit. Okay, there we go. But I don't know. I have better insurance now. I don't really have time for surgery. And I don't like to do that sort of thing, like surgery and all that. Like, I kind of like to just deal with it. And which is what I'm going to do. No, I guess we'll use these. Which is what I'm just going to continue to deal with it until I can't. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. But today it's not great. All right, so we're going to open up this eye pin and we're going to put this guy on there. Okay, and then we're going to close that eye pin. So now we have this. So we're going to take our little flower and there's the bottom hole. And then here's the top hole. And I'm going to, where's the hole? There it is. I'm going to insert this into that hole until it comes up. And then just bring it through and that will pop right into there. And there's your dangle. And just because there's a hole at the bottom doesn't mean you have to use it. Could you? You absolutely could. But I think this is a cute enough earring just without it. So we are going to do this one without the without the crystal at the top. So we're just going to bend that over. And again, we're going to cut that one. Okay. And then I'm going to try my hardest to make a decent wrap loop this time. That wasn't too bad. Okay. We're going to go ahead and break that neck a little bit. There we go. Okay, and let's put an ear wire on this, and then we'll see the difference. With and without the top dangle. I think these would be super cute, guys. These flowers come sometimes in bright colors. They come in different colors. These would just be a really cute little summer earring. So here it is without just the dangle in the middle and the flower. And here it is with the little bead on the top. I think either one are very, very cute. Like I said, little 5-minute earring. Super cute. Love those. Love those for us. I don't know which one I like better. If I'm being honest, guys, seriously, I kind of like the one without. I kind of like this one better. I think that's just really, there's something about the simplicity of it, right? There's something about sometimes you just want simple. So I actually might make this one, I might make this over again without that, because I do kind of like it without it. Okay, so let's do this one, guys. So these are the drops that I use. These are the, this is in Danielle's store. I don't know if she has any more of these. I think she might. But you guys, I'll put the link to Danielle's store in the description box. So this is the Miyuki Drop Mix Golden Grains. So let's dump a couple of those out. Now we're not going to use the pearl ones, but there's other colors. There's some dark ambers. There's some matte ambers. There's some yellows. We're going to use all of those. There's some clears. We might also use clear. Okay, I have two lever backs, and we are going to be using our German style wire today in a 22 gauge. So let me cut a piece of that. And guys, I'm going to make both earrings with you because, you know, they're different. They're the same, but they're different. Let me get my ruler. And I would probably cut, you don't need a whole lot, probably like, I'm going to cut about 6.5 inches. And this is going to be for both earrings. Okay. It's going to be, I think that should be enough. I think 3 inches should be enough for each. Cut myself a little half an extra, 6.5 inches, just in case. So I'm going to straighten that out, right? I'm just straightening it out. I'm just straightening it out with my fingers for right now. Okay. And then let's cut this piece in half. So we're going to go about right here. I'm hoping this piece is big enough. It should be. If not, we have a whole spool of it. All right. So now what we're going to do is, and guys, I am going to make I'm going to do a little small wrapped loop here. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. But I'm just going to do one because this is 22 gauge wire. And I don't necessarily trust it to be an eye pin. So I'm just going to take that over, back over. But before we wrap it, we're going to take it off the tool. And then we're just going to open it slightly. Okay. And we're going to put one of our charms on. It doesn't matter which one. So we'll put our little bee on there. And he's going to sit on there like that. And then we're going to close it. Let me just put him on the other side. Because I'm a little bit peculiar. And that's kind of backwards. There we go. So this way, I just did the same thing I did before. Wait a second. Or is this the way I want it? Yeah, I was right the first time. Okay. Alrighty then. So we're going to go ahead and close this guy. And I'm just going to hold this here. You can do it with your fingers. You can do it with another tool. I'm just going to make one complete wrap, right? And that's it. Just one little wrap. So this way I know that this guy is not going to come undone. And if you need to just push that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. And we're going to cut that little dude. And then we're just going to find that end and just carefully kind of put that end down. There we go. Make that a little neater. And there we go. Okay, that's what we have. Just one little wrap just to make it a little neater. And now I will put on a couple of these drops and I'm just going to let them fall down. And I'm going to do random colors, like I'll do a yellow next to a golden, or a amber rather. And I'm going to do, I think, you can do as many drops as you want. I think I'm going to do 6. I think that's what I did before. So let's get another one of these. So that's 3, 4. I want one of these matte ones. 4, maybe. It's hard when you can't, these are such tiny little beads, and the fact that I have a lot of numbness right now, it's hard to see them. Okay, there's 4, 5, where's your hole? Let's get a clear one, a little clear one in here. And the clear ones are gold lined, so they're pretty. 5, is that 5 or 6? 6. Let's see how that looks. And what happens is when we push them down, they're going to go on either side. Do you see how cute that is? And it just looks, to me, I just thought it looked like little drips of honey, right? That's super cute. I'm going to add one more. So we're going to do 7. It doesn't have to be an even odd number. It really doesn't matter, friends. It really doesn't matter. All right, so those are all going to drop down, and we are going to make a wrap loop at the top. So I'm going to go this way. So this way our ear wire will fit the way it should. Okay, I'm going to take that wire right over. Going to get this guy out. Make myself a wrapped loop here. Right. Bring that wire around. And we're going to come back here. Even all this up. And then when we start wrapping, it will tighten those little drops up. So they will all fan out. See? See how they all just kind of drip, drop, fan out? That's great. All right, so let's take this off the tool. And we'll cut it back here. All right, and then we're going to carefully, I did not do a great job cutting that. I'm sorry, I'm going to see if I can get that little dude there. I have to take it off camera real quick just to get that little dude. Get some leverage here. Nope, I still didn't get it. That's all right. That's all right, guys. Just be careful. Be careful of that little baby bead up there. Wow. I did not cut that well at all, friends. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Okay, there we go. Whew, man. That was brutal. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. I was about to say, I think we need to redo this one too. Okay, let's make sure that is hanging where we want it to hang with our B, in line with our B, like so. Okay, now let's compare, because these are different bees than I had before. So here's our little resin honeycomb, and this looks to be the back side, and then this looks to be the front side. And let's compare them with our bee. So, and the last time I did this, the bee was very much smaller than the honeycomb. This is just a little bit smaller. So I think we did 7 drops, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we'll do 8 drops on this one. Or no, we'll do 6 drops on this one, since this is a little bit bigger. And hopefully that'll give us the size we want. So we're just going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to give myself a little bit more room on this one. That other one was rough. And then we're gonna turn our loop here. Doesn't have to be a large loop. Little loop is fine. Okay. All right. And again, we're not going to wrap that quite yet. We're going to take that off the tool. And then we're going to put our honeycomb. Okay. Click him in there. And we're going to close this. Hold it here with your pliers. Right. There we go. And then I'm just going to take this wire and give it one good wrap around. I did not take it around. I'm going to take it around just a little bit more. Wait, where is the front? There's the front. I feel like it's my first day on the job. Oh my goodness, you guys, what's happened to Call? I'm just going to hold it here and just take this wire and just wrap it. There we go. When in doubt, just use your fingers. It's fine. And then we're going to get this little stubby here. Okay. There we have this guy. Just the one little wrap. And we're going to do 6 drops. So we'll start out with the matte yellow. I might have to just cut this little. All right. Oh, this is not matte yellow. Clear yellow. Do we have a matte yellow? We do have a matte yellow. Oh, interesting. 2. Throw a clear bead in here. 3. Another amber bead. Let's grab a matte amber bead too. Let's grab the matte amber bead. 4. The regular amber bead, we'll do 5. And then we'll do the matte yellow, we'll do 6. Okay. And then that's what we have there. And again, we're going to take our plier and we're going to do this here. And hopefully this wrap loop is a little bit better. Okay, over that. Just a super cute little mismatchy, but just adorable design here. Okay. I did not leave myself much wire, but that's okay. We're going to work with it. There we go. It's good enough for me. As long as those drops are fanning out on either side, I am good with that. This one's not going to be too great either, I don't think. Let's see. I think I'm going to mess this one up too. Sometimes with the little drops, because they're not like an even shape, it's hard to do that. Okay, I think we got it. I think that's pretty cute. Just trying to cut this little extra piece of metal here because we don't need it. There we go, guys. Man, I did it. You know, it's because the drops are like, you're not going to be able to see, but they're a drop, right? So they have a little bit of a pointier end at the top. So it's hard to get your wire to get flush with that. So it's just a little bit tricky. All right. Is this the front of my earring? It is. There we go. So there is our drip drop honeycomb part. Now we just got to put some ear wires on. And I will bid y'all adieu. I apologize for the length of this video. That's why we're keeping the project short today and simple, right? Because we had a lot of stuff to look at. Guys, tomorrow we're going to do our Christmas Gemstone Orphanage Christmas box. I know that it's been around and it's not like everybody's already unboxed it. I still want to unbox mine anyway. And I also have an idea for a project. Oh my gosh. Why am I struggling? Is it not open? You guys, sometimes I hate these lever backs. So we use that bad word again. I dislike these ear wires sometimes. I like the lever backs themselves, but it's just, I should have just put them on before I wrapped them up, because sometimes I'm afraid that I'm going to break the little, it's just a little piece of metal here. And if you finicky with it too much, friends. Okay. You know what? That's fine. I'm not doing it. Guys, I'm not doing it this year, okay? We're in the last month of the year, but I'm going to make myself some resolutions. And if I feel like something's not working, I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to move on. I have plenty of ear wires here, and that's okay. They're not exactly the same color gold, but that's all right. See, I got these because these are that light pretty gold, and these are more of that yellowy gold. But for today's demonstration, I don't think we're really going to split hairs too much, friends. Because I got other things to do. Like I'm right now, like, you know, elbow deep into a 911 marathon because I stopped watching it for a little while because I was a little behind anyway, and this is 911, the TV show. I was a little behind, and so I was catching up, and then I found out one of the main characters died recently, and so I said, well, I'm not going to catch up anymore because I don't want to watch. If one of the main characters dies, I don't want to watch that, right? I did not make this loop big enough, but that's okay. But then I got even farther behind because I just stopped trying to catch up. But now I kind of want to, I kind of miss it. So I watched an episode, one of the newer episodes the other day, and I kind of want to watch it again. So I'm going to catch up on that. So guys, yesterday I did like 5 episodes in a row. I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I find a show that I like, oh no, they came out, well, not bad, not bad. So there they are. Aren't they adorable? Just, you got your little bee on this side with your little drips of honey. Oh, they're so cute, you guys. So I'm going to make a couple of these and I will put them in my shop for anyone that was looking for them. I'm not sure when they'll go in, but I will let you guys know when these go in my shop if you are looking for them. If you want to make these yourself, you guys, you just run over there to the Bead Box Bargains and grab your bees and your honeycombs, and then run over to Danielle and grab your golden grains mixes, your drops, and you got it set. Okay. And then we got these guys here. So those were fun and easy, guys. Fun and easy earrings, right? Earrings don't have to be difficult. I know I make a lot of really intricate, not really intricate, but I know I get a little busy sometimes with earrings. But these are just really simple, really cute, and yeah. So guys, keep on planting your magical beans and get out there in the world and spread your light and all your sunshine and everything that is just amazing about you, guys. Share it with the world because the world needs you. The world needs you, my friend. All right, guys, I will be back tomorrow with the Gemstone Orphanage Christmas box, and we're going to get our Christmas on. It is December 1st. Happy December. Happy birthday to all of our December babies out there in the world. My son is a December baby, so his birthday is coming up as well. I'm really excited. Yeah, my little Sag baby, my little Sagittarius baby. All right, guys, that's it for me. See you guys soon. Bye.